Good morning, treasurers. This is your host Parthesh Shah from Fintech, and you are listening to Night Snippets. Here is what you need to know before going into trade for 17th January 2022. In the international market, US bond traders are digesting highest CPI readings in 4 decades at 7%, with US bond traders adjusting yields based on the expectations of how many rate hikes will happen this year. US 10-year yields were up 8 basis points, closing at 1.78 percentage points, and 30-year yields were also up by 7 basis points, closing at 2.12 percentage points on Friday. In the crude oil market, crude is trading at $86.41 per barrel. Short-term range for crude is 84 to 88. There will be real pressure in the upcoming Indian budget for the increased crude oil prices. In the currency market, dollar index DXY is at 95.25. DXY's today's range seems to be at 94.91 to 95.39. We are still evaluating the chart formation, which may take DXY to 93, but there is no clarity yet. USD CNY or Chinese yuan is at 635. USD INR with low of 74.21 closed at 74.15. We are now looking at support at 74.05 and resistance at 74.45. In the domestic market, crude at 86.06 is a cause of concern for India before budget and unfavorable base effect for CPI. On the other hand, Friday's new 10-year auction saw weak demand. RBI auction size was rupees 13,000 crore and RBI had to devolve rupees 5,442 crore on primary dealers to cap the yields of the new benchmark at 654. Also, the new 654 GS 2032 benchmark closed at 656 as PDs rushed to sell on the very same day. This was the first time ever incident that the newly auctioned benchmark had to be devolved, as RBI has been selling G-Secs in the secondary market and there are no hopes for OMO OTs for now. 563 2026 closed at 588 versus 587. 610 2031 closed at 658 versus 656, and 667 2035 closed at 702 versus 701. OIS curve: 1 year 435 versus 437, 2 year 487 versus 489, 5 year 557 versus 558. Across the yield curve, 1 or 2 basis point decrease has been seen, and we expect the swap rates to further come down. Trading strategy: as crude is now over $86.41, there will be concerns for imported inflation. Unfavorable base effect will impact, and that will be worse next month along with the budget. Strategic call: Knight's strategic buy 574 2026 at 603, now trading at 597. As the new benchmark is not so promising and the new budget uncertainty is near, we recommend to book the profits. 6 basis points or 24 paisa was a good trade in 10 trading sessions. We continue to maintain the stance that SDL purchased under auctions should be sold in secondary, as the spreads will widen to 70 basis points pretty soon. Trading range for 610 2031 is expected to be 654 to 659. Next support at 665. That's it for today. See you tomorrow with the new episode of Night Snippets.